Compass, where we are talking about why quality reporting takes time and why it's worth it. So here at Blue Compass, we run a lot of reports for our clients on digital marketing projects, on websites, and we are really big on giving great insights to our clients so they know not only what data is there, but why it matters and what to do next. And honestly, over the years, we've seen a lot of reports from other organizations, and yes, competitors too sometimes, that are a little bit subpar. And so we want to talk about what the value of quality reporting is today. And so we have Katrina and Jay with us here today, two members of our digital marketing team with lots of reporting expertise. Jay, why does quality reporting matter, and what makes a digital marketing report or a report about analytics on a website valuable?
The value of reporting, I would say, is inherent to marketing as a whole, that if you are not improving and pushing your marketing efforts forward, and tweaking and fine-tuning things, you're not doing as well as you could. And without reporting, you'll never know that. You'll never know what's working or what's not working or what needs to be tweaked or fine-tuned. So reporting gives you easy access to that information, and that is more on the internal basis. With our clients, the reporting is really important because it gives them an idea of where we are versus goals and KPIs that we've set forth. So without goals and KPIs, you don't have those North Star metrics to shoot for, and we aren't all moving towards a common goal. So that's one of the things I really appreciate about having reporting with our clients.
I think my favorite thing we do with our reports at Blue Compass is provide insight. So we're not just putting the numbers in front of them. There's always a statement about like, what does this mean? Or what can we do with this information? So if we're on track to keep hitting a goal or KPI, how can we exceed that goal or KPI? What can we pivot a little bit to do better with that? And that's the beauty of digital marketing. Digital marketing isn't set it and forget it. You can always optimize, always make changes. So if you're not reporting or looking at that data and being insightful about it, you're really missing out on the benefit of doing digital.
And from the client side, having that information, having the insights, you get to learn a little bit more about what we're doing in the background. It's always better to be educated about the people that you're working with and what they're working on. And so by reading those insights and looking at the numbers, you get a better idea of what's actually happening.
And one of the things we love to do too here at Blue Compass is not just send a simple email report monthly to clients, but we love to get together with them, either in person or virtually, and articulate, why this matters and what some of our insights are. And I think that's just so incredibly valuable. It can be difficult just to look at numbers and data, and it's not particularly interesting. But if you know the story behind it, that's entirely different. Katrina, what makes a report low quality? What's an example of a bad digital marketing report?
Anything that's just numbers. If you have no thought process as to even how does this compare, just a click-through rate with no industry benchmark, no comparison to previous click-through rates, what are you even looking at? It's literally just a number on a page. So there's no insight, no thought, no good or bad comparison to that. So that would be a very low quality report. I also think if you're not reacting, so what else can we do with this information? What can we pivot, adjust, improve on? That is low quality because you're not utilizing the metrics to their full advantage.
Jay, it does take time to come up with a really good, high-quality report on a website or digital marketing project. A report that can help, catapult the campaign or the website to the next level, help it continue to increase, get more conversions, get more visitors. Why does it take time, and what does our team do when they're putting together a report?
A lot of the time is spent trying to make that report as valuable and customized to that client as possible. We mentioned that we set up goals and KPIs for a vast majority of our clients, and having those goals and KPIs be deeply integrated into a report is super valuable, but it also, it does take time to figure out, all right, what metrics are in place that lead into conversions? What are the steps on the website that are most likely or most important to a conversion point? So those are all things that we have to think about and build into that report on top of actually getting down to building that into a presentation or some type of Data Studio report.
And one more thing that I think takes time when it comes to reporting is not just looking at each entity individually. So for example, Facebook, looking at that by itself in a vacuum, that's really easy to do. You can spit all of that information up and have an insight on how you can improve Facebook. But if you take it holistically and you look at all of those numbers across every single platform that you're doing, and then start to figure out how can we shift budget across all 9 of these entities we're working off of, how can we adjust and maybe send an extra newsletter because newsletters are performing so much better than social posts are performing. So really taking the time to step back from the data and look at the big picture, that's an added layer of time investment that needs to go into it, but it really helps produce better holistic results for clients.
Yes.
What benefits have you seen our clients receive from really good, insightful reporting?
The accountability that's associated with having a reporting meeting, having hard numbers that you're going through, but also having that conversation with the person that it matters to, like either right across the table or right across the screen. It's easy to send a report and hide some bad news in there somewhere potentially, or over exaggerate the good news via an email. It's much more difficult to do that face to face, and it allows us to have really good conversations with our client about, this is what we think's happening, this is what we're noticing on what we're doing. Are you feeling the same thing on your end? Is there anything that you're feeling in the market that might be causing this outside of just our efforts? And we have really good conversations with clients based on that, and they also give us good ideas about what might be happening. We see everything from this funnel of, or this perspective of Google Analytics or the analytics that we have access to, but often we don't have full integration into like their CRM or access to their sales team. Those are the people that are ultimately feeling everything that's coming in from what we're doing on the marketing side. And so having those conversations are invaluable, and having the accountability of we're going to talk about this every quarter, we're going to talk about this every month, and these are the specific numbers we're going to go over, and we're going to have really fun and good conversations, but we're going to have hard conversations, and they're necessary to have.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, here at Blue Compass, we always want to be an extension of each client's team, and I love what you're saying, because just sending a PDF of random data to someone via email, which a lot of agencies do once a month, I mean, that's so much different. And like you said, Jay, when you're sitting with someone, when you're having a meeting with someone and actually answering any question they have, it's such a transparent conversation. And I mean, nothing can be hidden. It's very open and honest. And we really look at it like a partnership. And when we work together with the client and we answer their questions and vice versa, some really incredible results can happen. Guys, thank you so much for your time and expertise. We appreciate it. If we can ever help you with any of your reporting, with any of your digital marketing or your website needs, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to give you a hand. Thanks, and we'll talk to you next time.